RollerCoaster Tycoon is a part management, part construction game, where you take on the role of an amusement park god, and you somehow have control over every detail of your park except for your guests, who will think your super incredible awesome roller coaster is too intense for me. Weaklings. RollerCoaster Tycoon was developed by Sawyer, released in 1999, and is still a classic I return to from time to this very day. RollerCoaster Tycoon is a true classic PC game. Our family picked it up from an Office Max sometime in the early 2000s, and we played it on our Windows XP E-machine. Today, we are reviewing RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe, which includes the two expansions, Corkscrew Follies and Loopy Landscapes, something I did not originally own on my Office Max CD version. That just goes to show you how much $20 got you back in 2000s money. If there is some type of story for this game, it's only from level to level, and not branching and carrying over from beginning to end of the game. In other words, it's the level, and not like you're demonstrating your ability to supervise and be entrusted with more risky missions. You're just given an area to build a theme park, where you're either building a brand spanking new theme park from the ground up, or taking over responsibility for an already existing theme park to carry it to higher heights. The original RollerCoaster Tycoon has 21 levels, also known as scenarios. Coupled with Corkscrew Follies expansion, Loopy Landscapes expansion, and the extra courses, you have over 70 scenarios to play through. When you first start an expansion pack, you will have 5 scenarios available to you. After you complete a scenario, you will get a check mark on it, and the next scenario down will unlock. Scenarios will have different overall goals. Scenarios will range from get a certain number of guests in your park before September year 3, or get a park rating of at least 700 before August year 1. Oftentimes, your objectives will be a combination of park rating and guests. The strategy is always basically the same. Make good park, make guest happy, shake every last dollar out of guests. This game hits differently after having gone to Disney and Universal in Florida. But how do you make guests happy? Ain't that the real question? Because let me tell you, these guests are fickle. Some like slow rides, some like thrilling rides, others like water rides, and a select few weirdos like roller coasters. I know, right? Weird, huh? But that's not all you need to worry about for your guests. They're quite stupid and get lost easily. So you need to sell maps and or make paths easy to navigate. What's more, you need to provide places to buy food and drinks and go to the restroom. But you can always get your revenge on them by charging them money to use the restroom. Now I know what you're thinking. Atratzu, this sure seems like a lot of things to do. How do I go about building the perfect park? Lucky for you, there's a wide variety of tools in RollerCoaster Tycoon that you can use. One such tool lets you see your guests' thoughts. The similarity to online marketing today makes me shudder. Another lets you view detailed statistics on rides from G-forces to even different excitement intensity nausea ratings. Which is how you know those awesome rides I keep designing are too intense for these peasants. There's a box or tool for pretty much everything and anything you could want, from making people or rides or even the scenery invisible to seeing underground or underwater. You can also view all your rides in a spreadsheet and even sort them by profitability. You construct roads, queue lines, decorations, terraform by raising or lowering the ground, and placing or removing water. And of course, build rides. Some are even customizable. Railroads, car rides, roller coasters, go-karts, and log flumes are customizable, to name a few of the many which can be customized. To add even more complexity to the game, you usually start out by taking a loan. You can imagine the confusion that caused little Atratzu when learning about taking loans and paying interest on those loans. Looking back on things, I think this might have been one of the best ways for me to learn about loans, because you get better profits after you pay back the loan. But you need the loan to get started. However, that being said, loans on RollerCoaster Tycoons and loans on college are definitely not the same. But that's a bigger conversation which goes well out of my realm of expertise. Suffice to say, I don't like taking loans unless it's absolutely necessary. Pay off your credit cards immediately, kids. You also have research and development to unlock new rides, new concession stands, and new scenery or theming. You lead the park staff by hiring staff members to help with ride repairs, cleaning, entertainment, and even law enforcement. If there's one thing I have learned from RollerCoaster Tycoon, it's that guests are vomiting vandals, every single one of them, and if left unchecked, they'll destroy my park and cover the paths in their up-chucking stomach acids. Oftentimes in early levels, I would find the objective for the scenario is already complete, and then it becomes a long wait for the time to run out and complete the level. I've been known to lose games which were a certain win only because I was off doing something else in another window, like writing a review for a specific game. In hindsight, it kinda baffles me I enjoyed this game so much as a child, considering the nerdy stats that I definitely didn't understand at the time, and complexity in some of the later levels. But I guess, with given the opportunity to build my ideal roller coasters and create my perfect amusement park, which I would love to go to, why wouldn't I love it? But what about those guests who didn't like my roller coasters? Well, we don't call the lake in the center of the park Blood Lake for no reason. You know what? You sure have been asking a lot of questions about this game. I'm starting to think you're being nosy. Maybe you'd like a trip down to see Blood Lake. I hear it's very nice this time of year. Where are you going? Why are you running away? Wait, like, comment, and subscribe. Come back!